Well, we're on another episode today of the State of Football show. This will be number 6 for us, and it's a special one because the NFL draft is happening right now.
That's right.
Yes, sir. I'm your host, Hutch, and then the guy you just heard, that's Trey.
What's up, Hutch? I'm ready. I'm so excited for this. Finally got some real NFL action to talk about.
I know it's good. It's a nice time of the year. It's right after kind of you get a couple months leeway of the Super Bowl, and then you have draft day. So
Yeah,
exciting stuff.
I'm excited, and apparently they're gonna make a spectacle out of the schedule release, so we got that to look forward to.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite as exciting as the
No,
draft, but
they sure tried to hype it up though, didn't they? With those, did you see those two ladies coming out and talking about it?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I'll have
I don't
to.
know who they were, but it was in between some of the picks, and these two ladies came out to try to hype up the scheduled release show.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Kind of like I'm just guessing on this, like some sort of UFC ring girl type thing, or
Yeah, kind of more like the not the ring girl, but that other UFC reporter. I think her name is like Nina Daniels or something.
oh, okay.
Like kind of like a comedy, kind of funny type thing, But it wasn't funny.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll try to find a video and send it to you. You need to see it.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Well, obviously, most of our probably uh, podcast today will discussing the round one of the NFL draft.
Let's go. Can we start at the beginning, Hutch? Did you see the opening thing
I
with
didn't.
the Lil Wayne coming in on a bicycle?
No, I didn't start tuning in until they were all at the podium.
Okay, so you saw Clay Matthews and his jokes.
I did. I heard about it, but I didn't actually watch that part. I was cooking dinner and stuff, so
Okay.
being a bad football fan.
Well, you know what he said, right? He came out with a piece of paper that he said he just got off the phone with Donald Trump, and he said to give America a message, and he said it's I forget what the exact words, but it's kind of like that old Texas OU joke. He said it's like 2005 and the or 2025 and the Chicago Bears still suck.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's actually a pretty good joke. Not
yeah,
bad.
yeah. It's like that Sooner joke, Like it's 9:41 and OU still sucks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I didn't have the sound up, so I don't know why they were coming in on bicycles, but
It's
they
kind of
they
weird.
did. Yep.
And if you don't know Wayne, he's a Green Bay Packers fan, so that's kind of probably why he's there.
Yeah, which I didn't know. I just kind of assumed he was a Saints fan because he's from New Orleans, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I guess you don't necessarily have to pick the team that are born in.
I think you do, but I don't want to get into beef with Lil Wayne. I don't need that in my life right now.
No, he'd tear you up on the mic.
That's right. Right.
He would tear us all up on the mic.
Yeah. Everybody else, you got to root for the team and the city you're born in, except Lil Wayne. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's got free reign.
I mean, he's from Holly Grove, but he picked a team in Green Bay, Wisconsin to cheer for. So, hey, I'm sure there's a great story behind that.
Of course. Of course. Well, to no one's surprise, Tennessee picked Cam Ward number 1 overall.
That's right. I think we need to go back to episode 1. I think I called that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people for sure called that they needed a quarterback. Will Levis was not the guy. at all. Cam,
No, he wasn't gonna. He wasn't gonna do anything for him this year. So they definitely made the right decision.
yeah, I think Cam Ward is definitely a overall better quarterback, athlete. He checks all the boxes. Tennessee, they did the right thing. They got the right guy.
Yep.
The only question is do they build around him? Do they actually get the talent that he needs? Offensive line, all that normal stuff that all teams try to do, but sometimes they don't do that.
Yeah, and they got. I mean, this is like the first step in a couple of years rebuild. I think I would assume because they do have a lot of picks coming up in the next 2 to 3 drafts. So I don't think this year is going to be the year that they break out, but it's a good first step for sure.
Yeah, I don't expect them to do much this year. You just want to see your new players play well, obviously not get hurt. You just want to see nice progress out of them,
And
especially your future quarterback.
so it's the first or the second and third rounds are happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like in the second round they picked an edge. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Oluwafemi
Mm-hmm.
Oladejo. I think I nailed that.
I think you did too. I'm not even gonna try to correct you.
Okay, good, good. And then let's see in the third round. I don't know if they picked yet. Let's see.
Yeah,
They
they
picked
already.
up a safety, Kevin Winston Jr.
Hey, is that the
So
tight end? Kevin Winston?
it's Kellen Winslow. I don't know what are you talking about.
Oh yeah, that is right.
So they
You'll
went all defense after their QB, but it's okay. It's a
yeah,
process, Hutch.
doesn't happen overnight.
That's right. But then we had some drama immediately for pick 2.
We did. We had so Cleveland Browns were originally number 2, and they decided to trade with Jacksonville.
Jacksonville was calling.
They were calling, and honestly, my opinion on this is I'm happy for Jacksonville because they got the guy that they wanted. Now they did
Yeah.
pay a pretty big price with the trades.
Yeah. Do you have that
I do have
information?
that. Yeah. Cleveland received the number 5 pick from Jacksonville for this year.
Yeah.
They got a second round pick, which was number 36, a fourth round pick, which was 126 of this year's draft. And then I believe it's next year's draft, they get Jacksonville's first round pick.
Yep. And they got arguably the best player in the draft, and Travis Hunter.
Yeah. Uh, the GM of Jacksonville's getting I've been seeing a lot of his interviews and stuff, and people cracking jokes. He looks really, really young, that's cool. But
Okay.
he,
I didn't know that.
I don't know if he actually said it, but he's pretty much like, fuck those picks. And
Really?
he's like, I want to get that. I want to get my players.
It's all about right now. It's all about right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know how that GM stuff is.
Oh, he does look really young, dude.
He kind of looks like a psychopath.
He kind of does. I'm gonna put this in the video here. Hang on, let me pull it up.
Gonna use that in the thumbnail.
He almost can't even tell he's wearing a shirt. It kind of like just blends in.
It kind of does.
That's interesting. Is he new? Is this his first year?
I don't know
Yeah.
actually.
James Gladstone, hired in February 2025,
Oh yeah,
became the
that's
second youngest GM in NFL history. They don't tell me his age though.
that makes sense because remember the head coach now of Jacksonville, he interviewed and he decided to go back to Tampa Bay as the offensive coordinator, and then Jacksonville
Oh
fired the
yeah,
GM, and then that's when the head coach, hired on.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah,
This guy's 30. This GM is 34 years old.
that's insane. I love it.
That is insane. Wow. Okay, I've just got really interested in the Titans now.
The Titans?
I mean, not the Titans. I'm sorry, the Jaguars.
Oh,
But you got
okay.
to bear with me. I am under the weather, so
I was just really confused. Like, wait a minute, what? Who are we talking
it's gonna be a
about?
this is gonna be a bumpy ride. This episode.
That's good.
I've been in bed the last 3 days. So
It's
uh,
all good. It's draft day. It's crazy. Shedeur
yeah.
Sanders hasn't even been drafted.
What is going on with that?
I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. I understand if you don't want him, as like you don't need a quarterback, but New Orleans picked up the
Yeah.
quarterback. I don't know his name, but
Oh, the one they just picked. Yeah, I sent you a video of him. Did you see that?
yeah, I've seen that at I when the combine was happening. I saw that video.
Yeah, Tyler Show. Is that how you say his name?
Uh, for some reason, I wanted to call him sourdough.
Yeah.
I think that's better.
I mean, I'm sure like that's just one bad clip, out of like a bunch of good throws, but
Of course.
that's the one everybody picks and that's the one everybody throw or passes around, That's the one that makes the rounds on social media.
Yeah, it looks like he was playing around, but
Yeah.
you
But yeah,
know,
so like
go ahead.
I just I just thought for sure they're gonna pick the Saints are gonna pick him at 9. And then when that didn't happen and the Steelers didn't pick him uh at 21, like you were thinking today at the Saints had that second round pick, I thought for sure it was gonna be Shedeur. I don't know. I mean, even when the Giants traded up, I thought that was gonna be a move for Shedeur, and then they got Jackson Dart. Um, so it's wild. I mean, everybody kind of had Shedeur going in the first round, and it's like I said, the draft's going on right now. It's in the middle of the third round. He still hasn't been picked.
Yeah, I figured that Pittsburgh Steelers were gonna pick him up at 21, pick
Yeah,
21, but that did not happen. They ended up going with Derek Harmon, defensive tackle out of Oregon. So in true Steelers fashion, they're going
yeah,
defense,
that's right.
which it makes sense. But man, they don't have.
I don't even know who their quarterback is right now.
They have Mason Rudolph.
That's right, Mason Rudolph. Yeah,
I just
old OSU Cowboy.
I don't get it, man.
No, so the Steelers didn't have a second round pick. They had a third round pick,
Mm-hmm.
and Shedeur was still there at pick 83, and they went Caleb Johnson, a running back out of Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa. Yeah, I just don't know what they're doing. They must have some grand plan. They have to.
Maybe they just know they can pick him up in the fourth or something. I don't know. He keeps slipping, so they could still get him.
I'm sitting here trying to look at the teams, and honestly, most of these teams have a quarterback. I'm not.
Except for the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're good quarterbacks, but they do have. Everyone has their quarterback. You could argue with Cleveland doesn't have a
Yeah,
quarterback. You could argue that Indianapolis doesn't have a quarterback,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Them too. Yeah, the Colts.
but everyone else has a quarterback. And you can even say the Los Angeles Rams just because of the age factor.
Yeah, with Matt Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, draft Shedeur, let him sit behind Stafford for a season.
I kind of thought that's what they were going to do, but they ended up getting the edge rusher. I thought they were
In the
going to
second?
know the third.
Oh, the third? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because he is still sitting there. I'm like, man, they actually may take this guy, but nope, they did not.
I mean, I guess they see something that we're missing. I don't.
I mean,
I mean, it was weird because there was a lot of linemen in this. I mean, I didn't look at last year's draft. I meant to. I just ran out of time, but there's a lot of linemen in the first round. So maybe once people saw the linemen were getting snatched up, they decided, well, we better get ours before they're all gone.
yeah, I agree with that. It's a very heavy offensive line draft for sure,
Yeah,
and running back as well.
yeah, yeah. We got, well, I think, two in the first round, or yeah, two running backs in the first round. Ashton Genty and Omarion Hampton went to our Chargers.
Yeah, and it's also kind of a weird, like I just talked about. Most teams have their quarterback,
Yeah.
but it's kind of a peculiar position. I know a lot of people are frustrated with the New York Giants, but I kind of like Jackson Dart. I
Yeah, a lot of people were not liking Jackson Dart. I guess that high, maybe?
I think a lot of it, yeah, they traded back into the first round to get him, and then of course the natural questions of why did you get Jameis Winston? Why did you get Russell Wilson?
Yeah, yeah, good questions.
Yeah.
I think you just see a coach and a GM that know they're on thin ice. Like if they don't produce this season, they're both out. And so you get Abdul Carter at number 3, who's going to be a really good player for like a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, yeah, you do something risky. You trade back into the first to get somebody you think can have a lot of upside and really turn your team around. I mean, that's what I see. Is just like I said, they have to be on their last year. This has to be do something or you're both gone. I
Yeah,
honestly thought they would be gone after last season.
so did I. I know the owner, he said that we're in the win now mode. We're not waiting around anymore. So
Yeah.
Abdul Carter getting him, that makes sense. A little bit iffy on Jackson Dart, because they said they're in the win now mode and you just got two quarterbacks that have played. But I guess maybe they don't stay next year and then you have Jackson Dart to come in.
Well, and then this is also the GM that gave Daniel Jones a bunch of money and then said it's okay to let Saquon Barkley walk. You don't need to sign him.
Yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt, right? Whatever this guy's doing.
Yeah,
He
no,
doesn't have
for
the best
sure.
track record.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't at all. I guess kind of with that being said, I have so my winners of the draft so far, and this is based off round one, not what is currently happening live right now, is I have the New York Giants as one of the
Mm,
teams that's winning the draft.
easy. Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Bill Carter. I think he's great. I think he's probably one or two, say Travis Hunter, Genty, or Abdul Carter, those three guys. I personally think those are the three best players in the draft.
Yeah. Yeah. Abdul Carter's definitely up there, and he's going to be a problem for me watching my Cowboys every Sunday.
Yeah, I mean that's
We see him
why.
twice a year.
Yeah, I mean the Cowboys. We can talk about them too. But going back to the draft winners, I like how they drafted him, Abdul Carter, and
Mm.
then they don't have a future quarterback, and then they went ahead and got up, traded up, and got Jackson Dart. And then I
Y-
also put another team. I picked Cleveland as well. Them trading the number 2 pick, getting the 5th round pick, and also those other picks that we had mentioned earlier. And then they
mhm.
went ahead and got Mason Graham, which is the best defensive tackle in the draft.
Yeah, he looks really, really good on their little highlight package they had.
Yeah, he's going to be a problem.
He looks, with him and Miles Garrett, I mean it's gonna be good watching that.
Yeah, I just hope they can figure out the quarterback situation. I mean,
Yeah, another team.
yeah, I mean, if you're Cleveland, do you get the door?
Well, I mean he might be there. They traded or no, I'm sorry, they didn't give up anything, did they?
Oh my gosh. This is
What
just
happened?
updated, Trey.
Did he get picked?
He did not.
Oh no.
Cleveland picked up Dylan Gabriel from Oregon,
Oh
quarterback.
my god. Well, there you go, Hutch. They solved their quarterback problems.
That actually, I don't really think he's a very good quarterback.
I don't I don't either. He's also
Lefty.
27 or something.
Is he that old? That's wild.
He's one of those COVID guys that
20,
got an extra year because he sat out.
yeah, he's 24.
Okay. Still that's pretty old.
I
Is he
watched him
only
play.
3
Watched him
He's only
play. I
24?
wasn't, yeah, I wasn't very impressed. But that's my
No, I watched
opinion.
him when he played with the Sooners and they weren't very good that year that he was their quarterback, I don't think. Anyway, the point is Dylan Gabriel, Jackson Dart, the other guy from Louisville, all before Shedeur Sanders.
Pretty weird.
It is the second tier because we all knew Cam was going first, but there was a second tier quarterbacks, and I had Shedeur at the top of that list.
Yeah. He must have interviewed really bad.
I don't think he didn't do the combine, right? He didn't participate.
No, he just did his pro day. Yeah, he just did his pro day. Another team I did want to talk about, Denver, the Denver Broncos.
Another
So
winner or a loser?
I think they're a winner. Uh, well, this is I guess this can be part of my winners of the draft so far, but I was just talking about Denver in
Okay.
general. So they had drafted Barron out of Texas, the cornerback, and he was rated number 1, I believe.
Of the
No,
DBs.
well, it says here he's ranked 3, but he was top tier cornerback, right?
Yeah.
So they selected him. I had the Broncos picking up a running back in the first round. But when I first saw that they got a cornerback, I was kind of like, what are they doing? But then I thought about it a little bit and I was like, oh, yeah, they're in the AFC West. They have to deal with all these quarterbacks. And
That's
then
true.
you have Patrick Surtain on one side. You need a top tier cornerback on the other side because he's going to get picked on all the time.
Yeah, because Sertan's gonna lock his man down.
Yeah. At first, I was not happy about this pick, but now it makes a lot more sense. And then today, they ended up getting a running back, RJ Harvey from UCF. So
Nice.
he's position rank 11. Don't really know much about him, but I do know he is fast.
It's a good value in the second round.
Yes, he is very, very fast.
That's very important for a running back.
Yeah.
You don't want to slow a running back.
No, 4.4, that's really fast in any position.
Desmond
Um,
Watson is not going to be a running back in the NFL.
no, I've been looking for his name. I haven't seen him yet, though.
Not yet. He'll
Hopefully,
be a
our
7th rounder.
hey, what happens if he gets drafted and Shedeur doesn't?
Oh my gosh. Will he get drafted and Shedeur is undrafted? Stay tuned.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Desmond Watson and Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah,
Who would have thought they'd be tied together?
you heard it here first.
That's right.
But yeah, that's
Oh.
kind of what I had about the winners of the draft so far. I don't know if you had any off the top of your head that the winners.
Off the top of my head, I thought I mean there's lots of good picks. I really like what the Packers picking Matthew Golden. I thought that was a really good pick. And that's really cool to be selected for a team in the same city.
Mm-hmm.
So when he walked out there, he got to kind of interact with the fans
Yeah, that's
immediately and get them hyped up. That was pretty awesome. I like that. And he's also, I think he's going to be a really good player, a really good receiver for Jordan Love. So I like that pick. And then I love what my Cowboys did in picking Tyler Booker.
cool. Yeah, he's a dog.
Offensive guard, right? He's gonna play right guard. He played left guard in college, but obviously with Zach Martin retiring, he's probably gonna get the right guard's position. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you sent me, I don't know, you told me about his interview, and I've heard it a lot on the radio today about his quote of he loves his favorite part about his favorite part about football is like taking the love out of another player's eyes or something like that,
Yes,
taking away their love
yes.
for football.
Yep.
Just savage. I love it. You don't hear offensive linemen talk like that. You mainly hear like wide receivers or something say stuff like that or defensive backs. But hey, I love hearing that from an offensive lineman. Those guys, they're battling every play. So love it.
Yeah, it's a not a flashy
Mm-mm.
position to draft for, but it's definitely necessary, especially with having to deal with your in division rivals with the Eagles, Washington, and then the Giants as well. They all have really good defensive
Yeah,
fronts, so
that's
this
a great point.
had to be addressed.
That is a solid point. They do. Every team in that division has a really good defensive line. Um,
It's got to be the best defensive line in the NFL, like as far as collectively the division.
the three Tylers on the Cowboys offensive line.
No, I'm talking about the defensive line.
Oh, defense. Sorry,
Yeah.
Hutch. Again, my illness. You'll have to forgive me.
No, you're good. The weakest being probably Washington, I would think. But you have the Eagles probably at the top of the list.
Yeah, how about them just looking into Jahad Campbell, like the best linebacker in the draft? Just like, oh, he's here at 31. We'll take that.
Yeah, they just seem to. I mean, they do.
Oh,
They draft well. Like, let's be honest.
yeah,
But man, they got some luck on their side.
yeah. That guy to fall all the way to 31. I go, okay. I guess if y'all don't want him, we'll take him. So I'm just happy for him. Good for them.
Really, you really saying that, Trey?
No, can't. Oh, that's fine. I think they traded with the Chiefs to move up that one spot.
Yeah.
Was uh,
It's kind of weird. The Chiefs are not going to get that linebacker, I don't think, because they needed to get offensive linemen.
yes, and they did. They picked up Josh Simmons, offensive tackle.
So I see San Francisco's on the clock right now. Wouldn't it be so disrespectful if they got Shedeur? Said see you later, Brock Purdy.
Oh man, that's poor Brock.
No, not
Just
poor
hate.
Brock.
Pay the man. Pay Brock Purdy.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out, Trey.
He took you to a Super Bowl. Or he got hurt then, didn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't. I'm on so many cold meds.
I know Garoppolo went 1 year. I don't.
Yeah.
And
Alex Smith did something, I think.
no, he wasn't on the team. What do you mean, Alex Smith?
He played for the 49ers.
He did, but they never went to the Super Bowl.
They went I
Not
thought they
with
went to
him.
the
That was
they
Colin
went to the
Kaepernick.
playoffs.
That was Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. Look, dude. Sorry, I'm not just a NFL Bible like you are, an encyclopedia.
No, I'm not either, but I'm just telling you. Oh man, I gotta
I'm
look this up.
gonna look it up too.
Good.
Alex Smith. How awesome is Alex Smith?
God, he looks similar to Cliff Kingsbury at times.
They got to the NFC Championship game.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Good enough for me.
Thank you. Let the record state that I was right.
That he went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, my dog is high alert. I don't know if you can hear him.
Nope.
That's good.
It's good mic work, Trey.
Thanks, man.
Oh, heard him.
You heard that one?
Yeah, I heard that one.
He barked right when I talked.
So what did you think about Kevin Banks Jr.'s? I'm assuming that's his kid, little baby.
Oh, the baby that threw up?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, poor kid. He gets getting knocked around. Did you see it?
His
Every
world
time
was really bouncy then.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably throw up too if that's how I was woken up from a nap. I'm just chilling, catching some Z's, and then I'm assuming my mom starts clapping and
Yeah, that
just
poor little
knocking me
baby.
around.
Kind of funny. He looked surprised too.
Yeah, and then he just threw up all over the place.
I don't know if she noticed it at first, and then I think she eventually looked down. She's like, "Oh crap!" But it's a great moment, you know.
Yeah,
Just got drafted, so it was funny. It's a good moment.
I don't know if you saw the one I sent you, John Gruden with Jackson Dart. Did you see that one?
Yeah, his snap count
His snap count. He's like, "Let me see your snap count," and he just
or
clapped.
what did it? No, his cadence. Is that
Yeah,
what it's called?
yeah. I guess maybe yeah. One of those. Maybe he said cadence. But he's like, let me hear it," and he just clapped.
Yeah, one clap. That's it.
One clap. Yeah.
Yeah, because Andrew Luck, he loved Andrew Luck's snap. And of course, you had Peyton Manning's Omaha.
Oh yeah.
I think
Like,
Dak Prescott's is Here We Go.
of course. Here we go. Man, it was really funny. When Roger Goodell came out for the first time and started talking and addressing the crowd, and they all just booed the hell out of him.
Yeah, he gets booed every year.
I know. My wife was like, "Why are they booing the commissioner?"
No one likes him. That's why.
It's like they do it every year. Every year, yeah. I mean, these players are so excited. They give him a great big hug, but within a year, maybe less than a year, they're gonna hate him. They're
For
just
sure.
gonna not like him at all.
I just want to know when, obviously, the first round they go up there and hug him and stuff, but I can't remember what player it was. He was sitting there hugging him for, it felt like 30 to 45 seconds.
Oh yeah, last night, yeah.
And I'm like, what are
I
you like
man,
doing?
I almost wrote that down because
Don't
that was a long hug.
don't even know that guy. Like,
Yeah,
what could you be saying or doing that needs to be done, you know?
yeah. It was awkward for me.
Yeah, I'm not even there. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah, I don't even hug my kids. They're out there hugging some guy they don't know. I don't. Anyway, it was just funny. Just like, why are they booing him?
Did you think it
'Cause
was
he's the
worse
worst.
dressed? That's what I want to know.
Oh, man,
I didn't write anything down. I'm just kind of going off what I remember.
I I mean, I think it looked. I mean, I don't. I guess it looked okay. The guy wearing all green. Who was that? Was
Dang
that
it.
Travis Hunter?
No, that was Will Campbell. That's who I was going to say with the
Is that who you're gonna?
pinstripes.
Yeah. What was that about?
I don't know, but his base looks really weird, and he just looked weird in the whole suit.
What
But
about the hat cam? Did you see the little mirror thing that they would look at and put their hat on?
yeah.
Did you see Ashton Genty? How they did him dirty?
Yeah, they can't he can't even see over the camera.
You
It's
see his.
terrible. Feels so bad.
Yeah.
You just see his
You just see like.
sunglasses and the top of his head, that's it.
Yeah, you just see the top of his head and then you see the hat go on.
Yeah, they did him dirty.
They really did.
You know what,
Well,
NFL, I can't believe y'all did that to that man. He is a hell of a football player. How dare
I
you?
know. You'll make $1 billion. You can't make some kind of camera that'll adjust to the player's height.
Yeah, you can't, or just have someone there. Like, it's not that hard.
Right. No, you have to
Kills
be at
me.
least 6'3" to get on this camera.
And then we had talked about this. Who do you think had the best war room or draft room if the listeners don't know what that means?
Well, I mean, you're gonna say I'm being biased, but I don't care. That's
It's
the
okay.
Cowboys,
That's all
the
right.
Dallas Cowboys.
You're a
It's so
Dallas
sleek.
homer. It is sleek. It's a nice
It's
looking
all
draft room.
black, and they got that blue star in the background. Just looks nice.
No, it does. I'm not disagreeing. I think that's a great one.
That's the room you sit in to launch, uh, nuclear weapons at different other countries.
Oh wow, we're getting that. You're really spicy tonight.
That's just
Some good medicine you
that's what
got.
I think of. That's what I see that room. I'm just like, that's where wars are fought.
No, it's true. I would
But
agree that they have a solid one. I like the New York Jets. It looked nice and sleek. It was nice. The Giants had a decent one too. But my
I do remember
favorite,
the Jets.
yeah, my favorite though was the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, they had a good one.
Now, some people said that, oh, they're like in these U desk formation, but I thought it was cool. And then
Yeah, and they
just
have a cool color scheme, that silver and black. I mean, it's awesome.
the black and silver looks awesome.
Hmm.
Everyone's kind of somewhat in the same colors, so I don't know, it just looks cool to me.
I had one that made me laugh, and that was the Seahawks draft room. And I tried to find a picture of it. Maybe I could find one today.
Hmm.
I was looking last night, but they had no. You wouldn't know that that's the Seahawks draft. There's no Seahawk stuff anywhere. It was all white. I swear they were using like plastic folding picnic tables. Just wires everywhere, no cable management. It's a disaster. I didn't like it at all.
I think they were picnic tables.
They looked like it. I don't know. Maybe their main war room is going through a renovation. They had a supply delay or something.
Yeah,
Couldn't get it
maybe.
finished in time.
Or they just gave all their money to Sam Darnold.
Or they gave all their money to Sam Darnold. Contractor couldn't do the finish out in time.
Yeah. That's funny.
Did you see the host scarfing down a plate of food in the middle of the draft?
No.
They brought out some like Green Bay cuisine, which is just brats and chicken wings.
Oh gosh.
Total disrespect to the town. Oh, cheese curds as well. But
Nice.
they all just started chowing down. It's like Nick Saban. He kind of looked like he wanted to be somewhere else at that time.
Nick Saban always looks like that.
He does. Dude, if you did a drinking game last night and every time Nick Saban said the word opportunity, I mean, you would have been under the table by pick 6. Been over.
Nick Saban always looks like he doesn't want to be there. I think it's hilarious. That commercial he has is perfect for him.
Oh, the when he runs the Airbnb.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. You're 5 minutes early or whatever it is. Check-in's at 3.
He says something about no splashing in the pool or some crazy like that.
Yeah. No jumping, no splashing, no something.
Yeah, that's great. I loved it. I think it's a great commercial for him.
Trying to see if I got anything else I wanted to bring up. Oh, hey, did you know what college has the most #1 overall picks?
Most #1 overall picks.
Yes. Which college?
Is it a big college?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, this will probably make it too easy, but they had the #1 overall pick last season's draft, last year's draft.
Who was picked #1? I completely forgot. On a blank.
Caleb Williams.
Oh, USC.
Yep. USC has 6 #1 overall draft picks.
Oh wow. I was gonna go with Ohio State or possibly Oklahoma for some reason.
Oklahoma's tied for second with Notre Dame and Georgia with 5.
Nice.
And I believe Ohio State does have like most players selected in the first round, just not #1 overall.
Okay.
So you were kind of right on that one.
Interesting.
It's a little trivia for you.
Loved it. It's good. Let's see. I'm just kind of looking over the draft. They don't do the 4th round tonight, do they?
No, it's just the second and third, and I think they finish up tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. They finished on Saturday. Wow, I can't believe he is still on the board. How did
Let's see who do
how did the Colts not take Shedeur? They don't even have a court. They have Daniel Jones and Anthony, was it
Richardson.
Richardson's? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
know. I don't know what to tell you,
gosh.
man. I mean, even like we've stated already, the Steelers need a quarterback, so I'm not real sure what they're doing.
Even
I guess.
Seahawks, they drafted a quarterback,
Oh, they
Jalen
did. Who they?
Milrow.
Oh, they got the Alabama guy.
Yeah.
Oh, sure did.
That's
And then the Browns
crazy.
get Dylan Gabriel.
Ah,
Still no Shedeur. He's so accurate. I mean, I know he's not very
I
tall. He's 6 foot, I think, but he's like one of the most accurate quarterbacks coming into the draft, I think, if not the most accurate.
think he is the most accurate, supposedly. Ah, this is so weird.
I mean, if Colorado had a good offensive line, who knows? You know,
Yeah,
maybe he would have gone first.
I, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you get into the league. That's all that really matters. Doesn't
Yeah.
it has no bearing on where you get drafted because you could still have a crappy career. There's been
Maybe they
tons
just
of
don't want the baggage that comes with Shador, you know? Because he is kind of a, I don't know what the word is.
like bringing the
Kind of,
chaos.
yeah, kind of like a diva, maybe. Because,
Yeah,
you know, his dad is prime. Got that whole thing. You know,
man.
you saw his setup last night with
Yeah.
the hats and the couches and stuff.
All right, so I'm looking at the 4th round. The Jet, the Jets got to get him right. Maybe the
Let's see.
Jets. It's 8th pick of the 4th round. It's got to
I
be
mean,
the
the
Jets.
Steelers have a pick in the 4th.
Yeah, but the Jets are higher up.
Yeah, but they got Justin Fields. They're good. They don't need anybody.
Yeah, but that's not. You're not basing your franchise off him.
It's true.
Oh man. If he goes in the fourth round, it's either going to be the Jets, the Colts, or the Steelers. I still think he's going to go the Steelers. I just don't know
Yeah,
when.
I do too. I just got a feeling, you know.
I got to see how many more picks they have. Yeah, Steelers still have picks. They got fourth round, fifth round, sixth, and seventh. So got four more picks. The chance.
Oh, hey, did we talk about what did we discuss what the hell are the Falcons doing trading back into the first to get James Pierce?
We
Did that look
can.
like
I don't know too much about it. I mean, I know
it just
what they did.
confused me.
Well, they really confuse me all the time, anyways, because of last year.
Oh yeah, taking Michael Penix Jr. after signing Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I mean, now
Yeah.
it looks like
That's
they're geniuses, but
yeah,
at
that's a
the
great point.
at the time, I was like, what are they doing?
They
You just spent all this money. I don't
well, they
know.
gave up. Oh my god, they gave up next year's first, a second, and a third to move back into the first round.
Mhm.
Was it back? Yeah, back into the first round to pick up James Pierce Jr. I just thought that was weird. I don't know why. It
It's a lot.
seems strange to me because the Giants, they also traded back in to a pick before them at 25, and they gave up a second, a third, and next year's third. So not even next year's first round pick.
Hmm.
So Houston. So either Houston's really bad or I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed weird
I mean, they're
to move
going
back up.
heavy on the defense.
Yeah, earlier they picked up another defensive edge, I think.
Oh, they have no, they got a
Jalen
safety.
Walker.
Oh yeah, he's linebacker. Then, like you were saying, traded back in the first round to get an edge, and then today they got a
Yeah.
safety.
So okay, okay. I didn't know who they picked today.
Yeah, they picked that safety out of Notre Dame, Xavier Watts.
Okay.
So he's a solid guy. I liked watching him. Atlanta always, the past 2 years, they've kind of confused me, but they know what they're doing because I thought they were nuts for getting Michael Penix. So,
Yeah. Like I said earlier, we don't know anything. We know nothing.
no, we're just fans. Fans of the game.
I know what I'm about to send you made me laugh earlier. If you want to check that out,
That's right. We got to get all the Tylers on our offensive line.
dude. That one made me laugh.
Definitely put this in the video.
Or I couldn't figure out how to get next one without taking a screenshot. Instagram. I don't know. I'm an old man. I can't figure it out.
That's fine.
But this one made me laugh too. All the Tylers pointing at each other in the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, it's perfect. I love it. I love it. All right, well, you want to start wrapping this one up?
Yeah, man. I think I've said all I wanted to say.
Yeah. A lot of interesting things. I'm sure by the time this comes out, we'll have known where Shedeur Sanders lands if he
That's
does.
right. Him and Desmond Watson.
That's right. Desmond
Which one is
Watson.
drafted?
I wonder someone's gonna get him. I know it.
Oh yeah.
I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah. I mean, it's a no-brainer. The Cowboys should get him.
I'm for it.
Just we got Saquon Barkley, We got to deal with him.
Yeah. You don't want him going up the middle.
Just put Desmond Watson right there.
That's right.
Just
Boom. No tush
banger.
push either.
Oh, dude. Yes. Desmond Watson would stop the touch push.
They just pick
I
you
need to
up.
call I need to call Jerry right now.
Yeah, you do. I know you got his number.
I'm gonna call him.
All right. Just call him after the show, though. We don't want to get him in trouble or nothing, you know.
Yeah, we don't need.
Steven gets
He's busy.
mad when he shows the draft card.
When he shows the board.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a funny one.
It was.
It's almost as funny as like taking a picture of him at the combine with a hat on and a notebook, and it's just scribbles on it. It's not even words.
Yeah, just doodles.
Just doodles. He's got a stopwatch in his other hand.
His reaction time's terrible, so all the times are really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got too much Johnny Walker in him. He can't really stop it on time.
He's like, Steven, that wide receiver just ran at 8-second 40.
Oh, hey, what's up, Jerry? How you doing?
He's like, Daddy, give me that bottle first. You've drank too much, Daddy.
You had too much.
I told
They
you
don't even
we got
they
Will
don't even have a bar
McClay.
here.
Yeah. How did you even get that in, Daddy? Well, son, I'm Jerry. I'm Jerry Jones.
Just attached. This is oh man. Yeah, Will McClay. Their draft room is that's like a family reunion. If you look around, you see all his grandkids in there. See all his kids in there. It's just a family affair.
Yeah. All right, Trey, let's wrap this one up, sir.
All right, man.
Well,
Hasn't been a good episode. Another good one.
yeah, for sure. This is our very, very first NFL draft podcast, so hopefully it turns out pretty good.
Oh yeah. I have confidence.
So do I.
Be
So
the
do
best
I.
one yet.
Best one, only one, so it's gonna be the best one.
That's right.
Until next year, then that next one will be the best one.
We'll just keep improving.
Yeah, that's all you can
Keep
do.
stacking tape.
Yeah, that's right. Stacking tape. All right. Well, my name's Ryan, and then the funny guy on the other side of the microphone, that's old Trey.
Yep.
And we
I'm here all
are,
week.
yeah, there you go. Here all week. His comedy special is coming out on YouTube
Yeah.
on
Tip your waiters.
May the 1st.
Oh,
This
okay.
is YouTube special comedy show.
That's right. Keep it. Yeah. Keep an eye out for me. I'm gonna be on Rogan in a couple of weeks to promote it.
There you go. Got to advertise.
Yeah. We'll talk about the old school comedy clubs we used to go to.
Yeah.
All right, get us out of here.
Anyways, we're closing out the show. This is the State of Football show. I appreciate everyone listening, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.